taking me home. One thing really do one.
Oh girl, we got it in. So I was supposed to be sitting down to film my full face of makeup revolution today, but then I got a little knock on the door and we got the Made by Mitchel MMMMitchell palette delivered in the mail today. It's raining in Atlanta, so when I went outside to get my box was completely soaking wet. But lucky for me, the way he packaged his product, my product wasn't damaged nor wet. It comes in this bubble wrap container. And all you guys did was open it like that and go ahead and take your palette out. I went ahead and stuck my packing slip in here because when I placed my order, I never received an order confirmation. I never received shipping or anything. I just got a random text message from DHL telling me, hey, do you want to still have your signature confirmation, or do you want us to deliver it without the signature confirmation? I'm like, wait, what? I had even went back on the website because I was like, I couldn't remember if I had ordered the palette or not. But it's pretty much a thank you card for purchasing from Made by Mitchel. And they pretty much tell you that you have to keep this card if you need to have any cases set up for any order inquiries, because it actually has the date and time stamped on here. November 10th at 2:58 p.m. is what's stamped on the actual card for me. But I placed my order back on the 25th of October. Today is the 11th of November. So it took about 2 weeks for me to actually get it here. And I got the head in the head in the clouds palette in the pouch. So I'm gonna leave the price information on the screen for you guys, but let's go ahead and get into this palette, girl. This is cute, it's different. It's not the same. We've already did our eyebrows and primed and everything to get ready to do the eyeshadow because I'm definitely going in and doing a colorful look. But when you open the palette, all you do is just zip it open like this. And your palette comes out like this. I thought it was a two-way reversible bag, but it's not. This is a really great travel bag where you can actually put like makeup brushes and everything in because it's flat. And because of how thick and foamy it is, it'll help protect your palette from not breaking, or as you know, you're on an airplane when they be throwing your bags around for your check bags. This may be something that you guys would like to travel with to help protect your makeup. So that's cute. I know I saw a lot of people online talking about they thought the palette coming inside a pouch was stupid, but to me it's different. And I'm like, at the end of the day, it's just makeup. What we really want to see is the actual product and how well it works. But this is the outside of the unicorn unicarton. It is holographic. You do have the raised M by Mitchell. His monogram is actually raised on the front. So it's a really pretty unicarton with the head in the clouds name right here. Of course, I'm going to do a close-up of it for you guys, so don't worry. And inside is what we came to see. We them ducks who you came to see. Let me stop before Tony Baker show up. Anyway, so this is the palette. Absolutely stunningly beautiful. On the back, he has a little message to his fellow dreamers, blah, 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 blah. We came to see the actual palette, so let's get into this palette. Inside the palette, you do get a really good mirror, and he does have this little sleeve right here, if you guys can see. It's a like foil sleeve. On one side it's silver, and on the other side it's a rose gold. So this is really pretty. But here is the actual palette. So pretty. Let's go ahead and do a close-up of it for you guys. Okay, so trying to show you guys, I did go ahead and shove 3 fingers into the actual palette, and I got gashes in 1, 2, 3, 4. I got gashes in 4 of the eyeshadows. Jesus Christ. See, this is why I don't like fake nails. This is why I don't do fake nails. But let's go ahead and pull you in a little closer and see what we about to do. Okay, so I have you guys pulled in so you're able to see the actual palette. Again, I'm already primed. Everything for me is already set up and done. So I already know I want to do a pretty colorful look, and I want to use some of these shades to blend out each other, since a lot of these shades, oh my god, they're just really pretty. Let's go ahead and do a couple of swatches because I want to see how well this works on dark skin. So we're going to take Better Days. We're going to take Shepherd's Delight. Let's go ahead and take Cockpit. And this beautiful chocolate brown, which is Dust. And this is what they look like. And since I got one more finger, let's go ahead and do this Eclipse shade. That eclipse is beautiful. But we already know. How does this swatch? That's pretty. One swatch. Ooh, that eclipse. Ooh, girl, you know, it's speaking to my soul. It's speaking to my soul. Let's go ahead and swatch some more. So we're gonna go ahead and swatch Sunburn, Golden Hour, NYT Nympho, Night Nympho, I don't know. We'll go ahead and swatch this silver, which is Clouded, and this purple, which is Perps and Caicos. Woo. It does have quite a bit of fallout. That silver is really pretty. That's more of a duochrome. See it? It goes from a peach to a gold. That's really pretty. Let's go ahead and swatch them. That duochrome right here is so pretty. If you guys can see, it's like a orange pink icy duochrome. That's pretty. And the mattes are really nice. I'm not having any problems or issues with the matte, except for I got fallout everywhere, like everywhere. And if you have long nails, Jesus, you know how some shades and shadows just work better with your actual fingers when you're going and applying it, then you can use a brush to blend out the edges. If you have long nails, I don't really know how it's gonna work with you actually getting into the palette, because as I'm trying to get into the palette to do the swatches, I'm noticing that I'm actually scratching my other shades in here. So I've scratched across quite a few shades unintentionally. Let's go ahead and do Twinkle. It's so hard to get in here with these long nails. See, this is not me. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch Midnight, Pink Eye, this MMM Marmalade, and of course, Soda Skies. Soda Skies is beautiful. So let's go ahead and swatch them out. Those are, okay, that is, if you like colorful eyeshadows, this is definitely a palette that's gonna be right up your alley, right for you. Amazing. They are staining the crap out of my fingers. Okay, so here are the shades. Again, that blue is just singing to my soul. These duochromes are absolutely stunningly pretty. But here are the shades. Let's see how well they actually wipe off. Yeah, some of the deeper sharp shades do stain just a little bit, so just know you want to probably go ahead and lay down a protective barrier. I've already primed with the P. Louise base and Rumour 1, and I've already went ahead and did my eyebrows and all of that. So what I want to go ahead and do to prevent problems with blending, I want to go ahead and go in here and set down underneath my underneath my actual eyebrows. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette, mixing the top two colors. You guys know how I always do. And I'm just going to go in here and set down underneath my brow. So as I start blending, I'm not getting any weird sticking or problems as I go through the blending process. Okay, so I'm going to go in here first with Sunburn. I'm going to lay down Sunburn and I'm going to blend it out with MMM Marmalade. There is a little kickback on it. I'm gonna lay down my deeper color first, and I'm just stamping that in. And then I'm going in with my next shade that I want to go into. I want to see how these blues blend into each other. So I'm going to go ahead and take Cockpit and stamp that down right here. Cockpit is a really pretty color. I absolutely adore this color. These colors, so far, they're laying down pretty well. Even though it's creating a weird purplish transition, but that's because, you know, I'm not actually paying attention to the colors I'm laying down. I got a look I'm going for, and at this point, you guys should already know. Trust the process. Trust the process with me. Trust the process with me, guys. So we're going from orange to blue to this deep Shepherd's Delight. And going in with the brush, it picks up a lot of product with the darker colors. So there's not much more I'll need to do with that one. And then I'm gonna go in with my actual blending brushes to blend those colors out with the lighter shades. So for this orange, for the Sunburn, we're gonna blend it out with the MM Marmalade right here. And you guys know when I'm busy blending, I blend the very first shade, whatever it is, it always goes directly up into my eyebrow because of the shade, the shape of the eyes that I have with my eyelid. Next shade I'm gonna go into with the blending for the blue. Since I took Cockpit, I'm gonna blend that out with the Bora Blue. And for the deeper shade, I want to go ahead and blend that out with the NYT Nympho. Just right here across the top. NYT and Nympho blended out easily, flawlessly. Now I'm just going to go back in here and work on that harsh transition that you guys see. And now going in on my lid. I'm gonna go into this blue shade Eclipse. It's so pretty. It was calling my name. Y'all know I cannot. And I want to go into the Twinkle. And the shimmers are easy to pick up. I didn't have to wet the brush or do anything else different with them. So I'm really liking that. Really liking that aspect of the shimmers. And what I like about these shimmers is they blend effortlessly into one another. I know y'all are sitting there like, Lynn, okay, this is coming off as a hot mess, girl. What is going on? Keep telling y'all, trust the process. Trust the process, people. Re-intensify that blue out there. And then I'm going back into Twinkle and I'm going to blend across it just a little bit. These are hands down some of the best shimmers I've had the opportunity to work with this year. When you're thinking about shimmers, this is the way they should be, and this is 100% the way they should apply. And I like the fact that because his shimmers are so well made, I'm able to go in here and get right up and create my lines the way I want my lines created. And now I'm gonna go in here, and what other color do I really want to use to tie this together? I don't know if I want to tie it together with the Pink Eye or Golden Hour. Here's Pink Eye, and here's Golden Hour. It's coming across kind of silvery a little bit. So I'm going into Golden Hour. Oh, that shift is so beautiful. That gold, orange, pink shift is so pretty. Now, Golden Hour is the only one on the only shimmer so far that's kind of weird picking up in the pants. Kind of chunky a little bit. See how it's chunking on my eye a little bit? Take and pull. Now I'll go back into Twinkle, however you say that. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just blend these two together. So that's what it's looking like so far. And now I'm gonna go in and do the other eye and come right back to you guys. Okay guys, so this is the final look that I came up with. And every part of me just wanted to throw on some glitter, some liners. So you just wanted to do the most, but I just wanted to stick to just using the actual palette. So this is everything for the final look. What do you guys think? Okay guys, so that was everything for the actual look. The only thing the additional that I did that I didn't do on camera was I went ahead and used this silver shade, which is called Clouded, in my inner corner, and underneath my waterline I went ahead and lined underneath my waterline with Perps and Caicos, and Soda Skies right here on the inner part. But this is the actual look, and everything from this actual palette, I like it. I like it. The only shade in the palette that I use, and I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I used 15 of the shades in the palette to really try to play with them. The only one that really gave me a problem is this one right here, which is the Golden Hour, which is such a beautiful shade. It is such a pretty shade. With the duochrome and the way it looks, it is so pretty. Let me swatch some more on top of that for you. That is such a, see how it kind of goes orange gold, and then it switches and it comes to be pinky silver, and it goes back to an orange gold. It's a really pretty, that's what it's on the inside right here. It is so pretty, but it is also kind of hard to work with. And that was the only one in the palette that actually gave me a problem when I was actually working with it. If you guys are actually thinking about getting one of the palettes, I went with this one versus the other one because this color story just spoke to me more. But the other palette, I like the formulation. I like his formula of his mattes. I like his formula of his shimmers. I love his formulation of his duochromes, and some of these are actually trio chromes in the actual palette, even though I don't think he actually explained it that way, but they definitely are. So it is a beautiful palette. If it's something you were thinking about getting or something that you wanted or whatever it may be, I would say heads up, go for it. You know, knock your socks off. It is something easy that you can actually play with. But that's it for the video. For my review, is it a palette to buy? Yeah, definitely it is a palette to buy. The formulations are very on par and on trend for 2020 as far as the blendability, how they apply, how long they've been on. I finished my makeup like maybe an hour ago, and I haven't had any fading, any creasing, or anything happening with the actual eyes or anything. But as always, YouTube, I don't care when you watch me, in the morning, afternoon, evening, late at night. I'm just happy that you chose to come spend some time with the girl. And as always, thank you, YouTube.